News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
Marcus Karma must undergo psychological evaluation before trial. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It's Tuesday, November the 18th, 2014. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you listening every day. Right now we have a clear sky and 11 degrees in Missoula. Our newscast is sponsored by Kootenai Creek Village, the maintenance-free active adult community in Stevensville. Give them a call, 777-5387. A Missoula County judge has ordered a psychiatric evaluation for a man charged with shooting and killing a German exchange student in his garage. District Judge Ed McLean says Marcus Karma must submit to the evaluation no later than November 28th. Karma faces trial next month on a deliberate homicide charge for the April 27th death of 17-year-old Darren Dede. Prosecutors allege Karma and his girlfriend were frustrated over recent burglaries and set up motion sensors and video cameras to try to catch the thieves. Defense attorneys argue Karma was protecting his home and his family. Robert O'Neill, the Navy SEAL who shot Osama bin Laden, was on the radio on Talkback yesterday, speaking to his home state about the mission to kill public enemy number one. O'Neill revealed new information about that mission.
This is interesting. I don't think I've told anybody this. We put the body down by one of the snipers who was outside, and that sniper happened to be the lead sniper that shot the Somali pirates when we rescued Richard Phillips. And we set him down, and all I said to him was, "That's your guy."
O'Neill was also asked if he planned on trying to join fellow Navy SEAL Ryan Zinke by running for Congress in 2016.
No, I don't. I think that I've had my fair share of scrutiny, and I think running for office just brings out a lot of bad stuff. So if I ever run for office, it will not be in 2016.
The full interview with O'Neill is on our website, newstalkkgvo.com. Despite some criticism in the press, O'Neill says he has not received any blowback from the Pentagon for revealing he was the one who shot Osama bin Laden. Officials in Beaverhead County are investigating after a 48-year-old Dillon man was shot in the face during a hunting trip south of Dillon. Sheriff Jay Hansen says the shooting was reported on Friday afternoon. The injured hunter was taken to the hospital in Dillon and talked to a deputy before being flown to St. Patrick Hospital for treatment. The man suffered a gunshot wound to the side of his face. Hansen did not identify the hunter nor release any information about his condition. On Monday, the shooting is still under investigation. The Montana Highway Patrol is asking for the public's help in their investigation into a fatal crash that occurred here in Missoula early Saturday morning that killed a 17-year-old high school student and left a 16-year-old driver in critical condition. Captain Jim Kitchen says the accident on Spurgeon Road and 27th is still under investigation.
We're looking for any witnesses that might have seen that occur. We're actually in that area that witnessed that. We're still trying to investigate it and close it up, and we're looking for somebody that might have seen or been passed by a vehicle or anything like that.
The Missoula County coroners identified the victim as 17-year-old Dante Martin of Missoula. The coroner also identified the victim of an incident that occurred on I-90 early Friday morning as 63-year-old Richard Ballheiser of Wolf Creek. According to the Highway Patrol, Ballheiser was lying in the middle of the road just after midnight Friday morning when the driver of an approaching semi spotted something in the road and attempted to avoid striking it. The driver told investigators that a male stood up and ran into the path of his semi and was killed. Maine Independent Senator Angus King is leaving open the possibility that he might support legislation to approve the controversial Keystone XL pipeline, which appears to be just shy of the 60 votes needed to advance. King told reporters on the eve of a Senate vote he's probably going to oppose the bill, but he several times refused to rule out voting for it. The measure currently has the public support of all 45 of Senate's Republicans and 14 of its Democrats. A coroner's inquest is tentatively scheduled for Monday, December 8th in the Ravalli County Courthouse regarding the March 6, 2014 officer-involved shooting on Cuff Lane in Hamilton. Ravalli County Attorney Bill Fulbright described the fatal shooting incident.
This is an incident in which Deputy Woodford, while on patrol duty, responded to a call for assistance at that house by Mr. Roberts. Once there, Mr. Roberts accessed a shotgun and in response ended up being shot by Deputy Woodford.
On the night of the incident, Ravalli County Sheriff Chris Hoffman asked the Montana Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigation to conduct the investigation into that shooting. Fulbright said that December 8th is a tentative date. There may be some scheduling conflicts there. The trial for a Columbia Falls woman who was shot by a sheriff's deputy after she allegedly pointed a gun at law enforcement officers has been postponed. The Daily Interlake reports 55-year-old Michelle Gentry's trial was set to begin yesterday, but Deputy Flathead County Attorney Allison Howard said prosecutors and defense attorneys, quote, were trying to work out a resolution, end quote. The Mountain Water Company has launched a website that answers frequently asked questions regarding its positions on the company's forced takeover by the city of Missoula through condemnation. Mountain Water Company President and General Manager John Kappas told me yesterday he believes ownership by a private company is the better option for his employees and for Missoula.
I think we as an employee group feel that a business plan that has a strong operational plan and financial viability so we can continue to serve this community as well as we have into the future is the important outcome for this community. And we feel we have a very good option in Liberty Utilities, and we hope that that's the direction we can go.
Kappas said the city of Missoula does not have an operational or financial plan for the water company.
Well, so far, we haven't seen that the city has a good financial plan, or do they have an operational plan at all. And so we think that it's not the necessary direction for this community to go in owning the water infrastructure.
The city has a court date in mid-March to address its attempt to acquire the water system. University of Montana head football coach Mick Delaney announced to his players and staff Sunday that he'd be retiring following the end of the season. He said he's ready to hand off the coaching duties to someone with the energy and drive to do the job at full speed.
This job is so demanding, and it gets harder every year. And the energy level is still there to get through the season, but I don't know that it can be generated to get through another season.
UM Athletics Director Kent Haslam laid out the job description for that new coach.
It's someone that's got integrity, that recruits really well, that's a great leader, that's interested in the overall development of young men and using football as that tool to do so, that plays a great brand of football and can lead and motivate. So those are the characteristics that I'm looking for regardless of when that happens.
With Delaney's retirement and the graduation of Jordan Johnson and Jordan Canada, the next head football coach will lead a new era in Grizzly football. News Talk time now, 6:10.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
We'll look for a mix of sun and clouds today with our high temperatures topping out in the mid-20s. Wind will be fairly light at 3 to 6 miles per hour. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight with our lows in the low teens. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13, your first alert station.